Hello, and now we have good weather. This week is going to be great, so sunny, so that means that it's good to plant stuff, do stuff that I can do in good weather, which means that it's time to plant stuff. And I'm going to plant sesame seeds, white sesame, some other kind of sesame for leaves, egoma. This is stuff that's eaten in yakiniku. You wrap the meat with leaves like this. I'm gonna plant some dill. I'm gonna plant some lemon basil, some carrots, some rosemary, some sweet basil, some basil, and some cinnamon basil. You can see a lot of basil because I love basil. It's very good in Thai cooking, Thai style cooking. So I'm gonna plant all this by making little furrows. Do you call them furrows? I'll make a few heaps of 60 centimeters wide, with maybe a 30 cm gap in between. A few rows of these here. These will not take much space. So over here, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm not sure if I'm mining rocks or I'm farming, because at this point it's like mining for a rock wall. The good thing is rocks are very good for minerals. It means that the ground is full of minerals for things like vegetables, of course, but tea grows very well in rocky soil. And I'm just throwing all the rocks I can at the tea. Maybe this will help them in 100 years. But I'm doing this also because I need to clear the soil of all this, this area, so that I can have soil up here, for example. And right now, this patch especially is purely rocks. I am done ploughing for today. I just did a bit of work. It's just 2 columns, 2 rows, and that's because there were a lot of rocks, more rocks than I expected there would be. So that's because partially I was using the wrong tool. I was using a shovel instead of the plough. I should have used the plough to dig the drainage. So that I seem to have gotten the hang of it. So tomorrow I'll make more of these. Hopefully I aim to have 3, maybe 4, and every row will have a different plant. So for now, I have 1 row of kingoma, white sesame, that will grow, or golden sesame, that will grow in one straight line on this column, and the basil, which has nice white flowers, they will grow on that second column with, like they're planted 20 centimeters from each other, and at 20 centimeter intervals also, so about half a dozen, maybe more of them, no, a dozen of them actually, will grow on the second column at least. That's the plan. The thing is, you had seen me putting straw on top, and that's because straw is a mulch. Mulch keeps the soil from drying out. It's very important. Otherwise, your soil will get destroyed by the sun. So you need to keep moisture in there. And I didn't have grass to cut off and place on top. That's what you usually do with natural farming. You just cut off the weeds that were growing on top, and you put the grass back on top to become mulch. The grass will grow alongside your plants. That's fine. So because this time I was removing all the black plastic, that was buried deep inside the soil, I had no choice but to dig out everything. So there's no grass on the soil. That's actually quite bad, and I hope that the grass will grow soon and keep the soil intact. They'll grow alongside my plants. But for now, lucky me, there was straw in the store. Maybe it's waiting for me to use them. So I was trying to use straw and randomize them as much as possible, to allow them to allow the moisture to be kept in the ground. So that's all the work I'm doing today. It's a lot of rocks, a lot more rocks than I expected. So that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. It's a really hot day. Spent the last 3 hours mowing grass. I worked this morning, mowed grass. I didn't have lunch. I had a very heavy breakfast of unagi, thanks to Nico. So I had breakfast, worked, mowed grass, and now I'm having an ice cream break. After the ice cream break, I'll be digging up the ground to make the piles to plant stuff in. All these seeds here, I'm gonna plant as many as I can because they have to be planted by the last week of May, and it's already the last few days of May. It's the end of another day, and I have planted cotton and cosmos in this row, and for that row I've planted dill, rosemary and red chisel. So 3 kinds of things there, 2 kinds of things here, and the next thing I'm going to plant are carrots in that row, carrots and some kind of flower. So I've got to work on this row, and I have some flowers to plant. Some flowers I have to plant somewhere at the back. So this will take a few days. I think I started at 2 o'clock, I ended at 5 something, so for 3 hours of work, I guess one row takes me about 1.5 hours to almost 2 hours. So this will take me a few more days to go through all the way at the back. And there's another row there, and then so a lot more digging to do. I guess that's it for today. See you tomorrow. It's another day, and it's again a sunny day. It's nice. We woke up late this morning at 8 o'clock. We walked. Oh, we have a little mic here. Okay, she's a little mite from the dandelion on her. No, from the white clover on her. It was a white clover mite. And yeah, we walked for 2 hours. We came back. The sewage people came to collect the sewage. That cost about $70. That has been done about roughly once a year. And they sucked up all the poop. And now I'm gonna do some farming. So, farming time. Guess who I found? This little fella here. And this little fella here. This is the bum, I think. Ooh, ooh, oh! This little fella just pooped on me. Okay, it's pooping some more. Okay, this is supposed to be for the soil. Let me show your face. Okay, am I scaring you to death? Okay, so this little fella poops, eats stuff in the soil and poops. He or she is iridescent blue, very pretty, and I'm very glad I didn't crush him or her. So okay, okay, good girl, good boy. Okay, you're going back soon. So I'm gonna wet this fella slightly, and then put this fella into one of those piles under deep inside. You'll be fine soon. Okay, you're going back. You're going back. It's getting really hot, so today's lunch is really simple. It's cold tofu with some soy sauce, mixed with some rice and shirashi, tiny fish with Japanese pepper, Japanese sansho, Japanese pepper, yeah, and a few tomatoes. So it's nice and cool. It's perfect lunch for summer. Okay, I've planted a lot more today. I made a few more furrows, and it's been tiring. So I'm gonna take a break tomorrow, and I'm going to start pasting paper on the windows instead. So I guess that's for the next episode. It's been a lot of digging. Time to walk, Maury.
Yeah.